When Whitsit's Sierra Hairston was first diagnosed with MS, she told us she felt alone and didn't feel like she had anywhere to turn.
Now she's working to make sure others going through the same battle won't be fighting alone. Fort Hatchett brings us her story, and 12 Inspires.
Sierra Hairston had just finished up her graduate program at North Carolina A&T when she began to notice that something was off about her health.
It hit me like a ton of bricks. My ability to walk normally, that became a problem. I started falling more. My headaches were it was very painful.
Hairston's doctor referred her to a neurologist, and after a battery of tests, she received a diagnosis: multiple sclerosis.
When I was diagnosed, I was really just devastated. I was mute. There were some days I did not talk with my family.
In some ways, Hairston says the diagnosis was a relief, finally being able to pinpoint a cause, but it also forced her to grapple with a new version of herself.
I had a very difficult time. I would say I had a bitter fight with trying to get to know this person. I struggled a lot. I felt isolated. I felt alone. I felt a sense of, I just socially withdrew from the world.
Working hard with her care team, Hairston still felt frustrated. At the advice of her mother, she began journaling her feelings, and that, coupled with prayer, began to raise her spirits.
It kept me from feeling completely lost because I knew, because I had a hope there. When I prayed, I had a hope there. I'm like, okay, God, I'm going to trust you at your word, even though it's hard.
The writing was therapeutic, and soon after, Hairston created her own YouTube channel, documenting her journey and connecting with dozens of other MS patients.
It just brings me so much happiness because I'm like, yes. I'm like, I am connecting with people who really need encouragement. They really need hope.
She's bottled up her experiences and advice in a new book titled Multiple Sclerosis: A Bitter Battle with an Uninvited Party Guest, available for purchase in November. Hairston hopes its message can reach everyone, not just those battling chronic illness.
Be inspired to face their challenges, to go through their pain and come out more resilient, emerge more resilient than ever before.
You can learn more about Hairston's journey and find out how to get a copy of her book on our website. Fort Hatchett, WXII 12 News.